Welcome to All Saints Catholic School e-learning. Today we are working it out in IT. We'll be focusing on how to develop a technical solution by understanding the key features of a database. For this session, you will need to have watched the Big Idea video on the topic first, a quiet place where you can focus, a pen and paper to take notes. By the end of this video, you will have recalled what a database is and its key features, considered how this concept links to your RO13 coursework unit, developing technical solutions, applied your understanding of a database to a real-life scenario. Before we begin, let's recall and retrieve our knowledge about databases and their key features from the Big Idea. What is a field? What is a record? What is the difference between a flat file and a relational database? Identify advantages of a relational database. You may now wish to pause the video for 2 minutes while you take a look at the key questions and note down your answers. So what is a field? A field is one piece of information about one person or thing in a column. For example, surname, telephone number, student. Another example might be about cars, the make, the model, the colour, the engine size, etc. So what is a record? A record is all the information about one person or thing in a row. For example, John Smith, their address 2 Rose Way, their date of birth, etc. Another example may be about the cars, and the record may be a Peugeot, the model 3008, the colour black, etc. What is the difference between a flat file and a relational database? Well, a flat file database consists of just one table, where a relational database is many tables that are linked together by a primary key. Identify advantages of a relational database. Well, here, a data is not duplicated. Therefore, this avoids mistakes. And the data takes up less storage space, so therefore is smaller due to the data being held. How does this link to your topic? For your RO13 unit of coursework, you will be given a real-life scenario which you will need to study and analyse by following the project life cycle. This will enable you to identify the user requirements. You will need to meet specific criteria to a pass, merit or distinction level. You will need to develop a technical solution to meet the specific needs and user requirements for a business or company. Therefore, you will need to read your scenario carefully and decide if a flat file or a relational database will be efficient to meet their requirements. You will also be asked to design and create an IT integrated system using database software. Now let's work it out. Today we are going to be considering how companies use databases efficiently to store and organise their information. To do this, you will need to understand the key concepts of a field and a record. This is an important part of the design and structure of a database. Here is a worked example. We have all heard of Amazon, a very large company that has millions of customers stored in their own database. A table is designed to store specific information about their customers, such as name, phone number, email address, billing address, delivery address, card details, previous orders. These are known as fields in a database. They are one piece of information to be entered into the database about the customer. Before we begin, let's try a similar task. Now that you have identified the field names required for the customer table, you will see from the diagram that the field names are headings to each column. Once the structure of the table is implemented, you can add required information under each field. This will avoid information being entered into the incorrect fields, which therefore could lead to confusion and incorrect deliveries. This would also cause the company to lose their credibility. Now it's over to you to answer key questions. You may wish to pause this video while you answer the questions. What kind of fields would the school hold on you? What kind of fields would the police hold on criminals? What kind of fields would a database hold for a library? Define a record. Over to you. There are two types of databases, a flat file and a relational database. Which one would you choose and why? Note down your answer. Now let's consolidate your learning and answer these questions together. What kinds of fields would the school hold on you? Admission number, first name, surname, date of birth, address, postcode, medical, ethnicity, etc. What kinds of fields would the police hold on criminals? An ID number, first name, surname, date of birth, address, postcode, distinguishing marks, fingerprints, previous convictions. Can you think of any more? What kind of fields would a database of a library have? Book ID, title, author, ISB number, cost, quantity, how many they have in stock. Define a record. A record is all of the data about one person or one thing. A record is made up of one or more fields. For example, the name and address in a database could have one record, such as Joe Bloggs, his address, Manchester, where he lives in the UK, a postcode. Great work. You have now recalled what a database is and its key features, considered how this concept links to your RO13 coursework unit, Developing Technical Solutions, and have applied your understanding of a database to a real-life scenario.